Well guys, here we are yet again. The Edmonton Oilers have been eliminated via sweep for the second time in a row in the playoffs. And obviously this time, the team really exceeded expectations as they were able to win 2 rounds for the first time in around 16 years. However, just like we've done with a couple teams now this postseason, we're going to assess the overall situation regarding the team, their performance, and what changes we could see moving forward. And with that, here are my thoughts regarding the current state of the Edmonton Oilers. Back around the holidays last year, I decided to upload a poll asking you all which team you thought was more likely to make the playoffs between Edmonton and Vancouver. Obviously, after 11,000 votes, Edmonton did win by 18%, but in saying that, a good portion of voters didn't even picture them being in the postseason. And really, in all honesty, I had doubts myself at times about the team. Reason being, well, after just 35 games, this team already had underwent 2 6-game losing streaks. So to witness such a resurgence and the dramatic shift in productivity that we did, well, it was pretty special.
I'm bullish on our team. I have belief in this team, and we're serious about the job we want to get done here.
Edmonton hires Bakersfield coach Jay Woodcroft, signs Evander Kane to an experimental contract, and began to show life thereafter. Edmonton finished second in their division behind their biggest rival, the Calgary Flames, and had their sights set on doing damage in the postseason. Once they got there, the team showed something that during the McDavid-Draisaitl era anyways, it hadn't really shown before: resiliency. After going down in a game or a series, Edmonton was able to dig deep on several occasions and give their opponents more than they could handle. Los Angeles and Calgary both met the same fate. However, after they reached the conference finals, it quickly became clear that the team had met their match in Colorado. And after 4 grueling games, unfortunately, the Avalanche came out on top. From the standpoint of just being a pure hockey fan without a dog in the fight per se, it was pretty sad that it only went to 4 games. Even still, we can still consider ourselves blessed because we did get to watch the most of McDavid that we ever have in the playoffs. The McKinnon-McDavid matchup series could have went longer, but hey, you take what you can get. But now as the dust settles and players begin to prep for departure in Edmonton, it's hard not to wonder about how different this team is going to look by next season. So it doesn't take a genius to figure out that Ken Holland is going to have his hands full this offseason. While taking a quick glance at Cap Friendly here, we can see that quite a few players are already pending free agents. Starting with the forward group, Evander Kane seems to be the biggest question mark, since there's actually still some unfinished business to be dealt with regarding Kane and the San Jose Sharks. It's really hard to tell what could happen by next season. According to NHL insider Elliot Friedman, who appeared on the Don and Dhaliwal show here recently, due to Kane's grievance being filed, it is possible that his contract could be reinstated with the Sharks after all. As crazy as that sounds, it's not out of the question. There's still potential for that to happen. Maybe Kane gets traded, or he hits free agency instead and signs elsewhere. As far as buyouts are concerned, Zack Kassian may be the most likely candidate, considering that he still has 2 more years left on his deal, valued at $3.2 million. Kassian was only able to record 19 points last season and has been largely inconsistent for quite some time now. Looking at the blue line, the biggest issue will probably be the Oscar Klefbom contract. Trading it off would allow for $4.1 million in cap space to be freed up, assuming that no contracts are acquired from the interested team. And finally, looking all the way back to the net, it's pretty obvious that there will be changes incoming, with Mikko Koskinen departing to play overseas and Mike Smith set to become a free agent next year. It'd be smart for Holland to try and bring in a goaltender for next season. Now, since there's been this fixation on Mike Smith that's bordering on insanity, it's hard to tell what the Oilers will do. But the ideal move would be to find a younger goalie that's able to be the starter for the time being. Some free agents that could interest Holland are Darcy Kemper, Jack Campbell, and Ville Husso. And the final important step that's hopefully going to be taken is extending head coach Jay Woodcroft and making him a permanent fixture behind Edmonton's bench. If Edmonton can secure a better goaltending and create a better defensive structure, they should be able to get another chance to make the Stanley Cup Finals sooner rather than later.